Hello and welcome to this video series where checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam 2023, and this time we will have a look at Infralight. By 7 is an odd number, which is an odd name. So first let's have a look at the description here. Infralight, a game submitted for Dungeoncrawler Gamejam 2023. The theme was duality. Infralight is a sci-fi adventure set on an asteroid mining base, and in the game you fight two types of enemies, robots and mutants. So you need to choose between two types of light to use, because the mutants have natural camouflage and only show up under infralight. The first level is fully playable, but a late breaking bug means you cannot progress past the second combat. Okay, in combat, which is a third-person party view, you give orders to your characters. Click on the character and then click where you want them to move. It's a good idea to get behind cover. Then click shoot and pick a target. When you have given all your orders, click the Orders Done button in the bottom right corner and all actions will happen simultaneously with the enemy's actions. Sadly, you won't get to see much of the second or any of the third level during the jam, where you would add 2 more members to your team. However, once the jam has ended, we will upload a fixed version. Thanks for trying it out. Check out the PDF of background story of the game. We used the Synth low poly sci-fi asset pack animations from Mixamo, Badlands Music Pack 3 by Michael Lamanna, and an A Star Library, I'm not actually sure how you pronounce that, by Aaron Granberg. Our focus was on building out the code, story and levels, as we had no artists or composers. Alright, so 7 is an odd number. Sounds like it's actually a team and not a single person. But maybe we will find more about that in the game, and so let's jump over. And here we are. So here you can see that it's by Golden Grove Games, so probably multiple people. The music is really nice. I mean, it was not made for the jam, but it's probably a good choice. So let's start a new game. Hey, are you awake? Press space to continue. You're looking pretty good. Can you move your arms? Wait, you've got a bit of a flash there. Let me get the machine to trim that for you. Welcome to your new 3D fabricated body. Clothing is right in front of you. Use WSD keys to move in cardinal directions, QE to rotate. These keys also dismiss dialogue. You're operating at reduced capacity right now. Why don't you head over to the mess hall and get some chow? What's chow? It's a lifesaver to you and me. Get that down your neck and you'll be up to 100%. Let me quickly reduce the volume just a little bit. Like that. Okay. Oh, there was one dialogue which I missed now. Yeah, that's the issue if you put the skip button also on WSD. You might accidentally skip anything. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned we lost main power about an hour ago, so we're running on emergency backup. So regarding perspective and so on, I would say that the perspective is pretty good. You can see the walls left and right of you. You can see some of the floor. You have a very good orientation. I think the animation speed is also fine. What I don't like is that you basically need to wait every step until you do. Oh, there's a machine gun. Until you can do something more. So the navigation doesn't feel great because you really have to, and you can't do. If I go forward right, forward, right. And also if I hold the button, forward, right, nothing is happening. Even if I hold the button, it's not checked. So you really have to have this animation finished, forward, and only when it's finished you're able to turn left, right, or go an additional step. And no, actually, oh, the music stopped. There was something with the power. Actually, the forward is queued up, so that was, in that regard, I was not correct. The forward seems to be queued up. The turning is not queued up though. Okay, that's a bit weird. In any case, let's check what we will find behind these doors here. Yeah, no sound effects. Looks cool. I mean, these are assets here, but wonderful. Yeah, as I mentioned, it would be better if like skipping dialogue would be like with a space key or so, because otherwise you just run around, and especially with this movement system where you have to constantly click, 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 click. It's very easy to accidentally skip any dialogues. Ah, okay. So there we have some fight. That's interesting. Okay. So we have an isometric combat, infrared laser IO. And here I can let's move. How do I do that? I have no idea. I can click there, but I can... Okay, let's just... I mean, the orders should be executed at the end, right? So I will just give an order to move there. And... maybe I only can do Infralight EO. I have no idea what this clear queue. Ah, so this is a queue. Okay, move. Laser. Okay, so we move first and then we shoot with our laser, I guess. Orders done. Move. Laser. Okay. I'm not sure if that makes actually any difference. Like with the... how far can we move? Can I just move to like there and then laser? I don't see any indication about how many time units this is costing. Maybe as long as it's possible, it's just no issue. Apparently the enemy is going to attack us again, so we will move again. And then we will use the infralight thing, which is probably not necessary because that was supposed for mutants, right? Yeah. Laser. Well, that was horrible. Maybe we need to disable that. Also, why didn't I move anymore? Oh. I think we are dead. Sadly, we all died, and the mutants and robots take control of the station. Better luck next time. Okay. Oh, right back into the combat, but now it's broken. No, there's our laser again. But let's restart the game so that, because this doesn't seem like it's supposed to be that way. 1 second. And here we are again. Are you awake? Yes. No, this is an area where we haven't been before. And it's broken. I can't move anymore. Okay. I think it's broken. Yeah, no matter what I click, it's not reacting anymore. So once again, restart. And here we are again. Okay. So let's get back into the combat and kill this drone thing again. Okay, so this is white here. We need to click on our character before it's populated. Okay, go there, and if I click on laser, nothing is happening. Why is nothing happening there? Clear, laser. Order's done. Ah, I need to target the enemy. Okay. Laser. If the enemy couldn't shoot me before, maybe it just can't shoot me in general. Well, maybe it can. Ah, I can always do 2 actions. Yeah, I'm not sure if running is then actually the best choice if you can just keep shooting all the time. We got, I think it's a keycard or something. Wonderful. I didn't see the first dialogue section. And again, what is this place? It's the admin office. I'm guessing nothing's working because of the power failure. Choose the floor. Press 1 for living quarters, 2 for refinery, 3 for power plant. I don't want to choose anything for now. Medic joins your team. Something sounds good. The elevator is just to the right from here. Okay, I think we needed the power thing. Okay. So we have these 2 guys now. Fortunately, there's no inventory or something. We have 85 of whatever this is. And the key. Okay, let's go to the refinery. And as far as I understood it, this one is pretty much broken then. This is the refinery. Further down the hall is the mine. I think I heard some radio chatter about a disturbance down there before the power went down. Okay, now we have 3 enemies. And apparently this is broken. Oh, we have a heal. I'm not sure how the heal is supposed to work. I can click on it, but I can't select the target. Maybe he can only heal himself, which would be a bit unfortunate. And I also cannot clear the move. A move is stuck there. Okay. Let's move forward so that they cannot attack me. Well, that's the idea. Ah, maybe I need to... No, I can't select the other target in order to heal it. So how am I supposed to use the heal? Okay. Done. Yeah, and I think you can see that it's broken. They don't move and they also don't laser. Yeah. I mean, it's nice that they attempted to do this isometric style combat. There are not enough crawlers which are using this type of fights. I mean, there has been this Realms of Arcania series in the 90s, and not a whole much more with more like this tactical positioning and stuff. But yeah, it's of course especially for a jam game, this is a whole different beast to tame, and very, very complicated in itself. So, and also very different from the normal crawler mechanics, from the moving around in the grid-based system and so on. Also, this seems to be hex-based. So, yeah, it is quite challenging, so that they put it in the jam game is a bit optimistic. And yeah, it doesn't work. And I guess we can... They also keep attacking a dead guy. Alright, but I guess that's it. Maybe we could have seen one or two other rooms in the second level, but yeah, I think that's it for this game. And as the developer mentioned on the page, once the jam has ended, we will upload a fixed version. So if you're interested, then make sure to check out the itch.io page. You will find a link to that down in the video description. So overall with the entry, yeah, I think the perspective was right. The movement could have been improved with like turning around. The combat, yeah, unfortunately it didn't really work, so yeah, not much to say about that. Like the combat mechanics, the art composition and sounds, I mean, yes, these were assets, but still they were nicely put together. I think there was a nice atmosphere of this like space stuff going on, so I like that. Regarding the mutants and the dark light theme, I mean, I can only go with what they wrote here. I didn't see any of that in the game, so I think that with the duality theme, that might have been nice to have these like two factions, and you have to fight them in different styles. Yeah, it's a decent idea, but yeah, as I mentioned, we didn't see anything of that in the game. So overall, yeah, I think that it has potential, but there would need to be put a lot of work into the game, especially into the combat, which, as mentioned, is quite hard to get right, with also positioning and stuff like that. So if you're not just having a party on the one side and the enemies on the other, but if you want to have them running around, then hiding behind objects, you need to have collision detection, or you have a very simplified version like the new XCOM from Phyrexis is doing, or something like that. So in any ways, that's quite a hard thing to implement. And maybe, or certainly, that's not the easiest route for a jam. Overall, I'd like to see more crawlers doing that, but yeah, it's complicated. So that was Infralight by 7 is an odd number, or Golden Grove Games. And yeah, I hope to see you again next time when we're checking out the next game from the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam 2023. Thank you for watching and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.